just a day after former Malindi MP Aisha Jumwa announced she was quitting the ruling UDA party, Siaya Governor James Orengo made a surprise visit to her home in Kilifi. The visit is being interpreted as more than just a courtesy call. Political observers believe Orengo was sent to convince Aisha Jumwa to join the emerging opposition outfit Linda Mwananchi and, most importantly, stop her from crossing over to a rival opposition camp. Ironically, this comes despite Aisha Jumwa and Linda Mwananchi leader Edwin Sifuna having a long history of bitter political rivalry. Here's NTV's Julius Juma with the details.
There was a time when Aisha Jumwa was one of William Ruto's fiercest political allies during former President Uhuru Kenyatta's second term. When Ruto was deputy president, Jumwa stood firmly by his side, defending him at every opportunity and brushing off criticism from opponents.
Nataka niwaambie dau hili ambalo mimi nimelipanda naitwa sishuki.
At the time, the then Malindi MP took a no-holds-barred approach against critics of Ruto. One of those who frequently found himself in her political crosshairs was Edwin Sifuna.
Sheria ya chama cha ODM mwenye kutunga sio Sifuna.
Mheshimiwa SG, kwa heshima zote mahali ulipofikia hautaweza kuendelea. Kwa heshima zote. Kwa heshima zote mahali ulipofikia hatuko hapa kusikia masuala ya chama cha ODM.
From that point on, the relationship between the two was anything but friendly. They traded barbs publicly, clashed on political platforms, and in one dramatic incident, Jumwa even snatched a microphone from Sifuna during a burial ceremony in Kilifi.
Hatuwezi, heshimu wa Mijikenda.
The message was clear. These were two politicians who simply could not see eye to eye.
Sasa hiyo ni wana Malindi wenyewe watazungumza, kwa sababu sisi tumekuwa tukiwaeleza kwamba huyu mama hatoi picha nzuri ya Malindi. Malindi na wamama wenye heshima. Malindi na wamama ambao wamekomaa na ukomavu wa kiakili ambao hawataaibisha wenzao.
But as politics often proves, there are no permanent enemies and maybe no permanent friends. Despite campaigning tirelessly for William Ruto, even using song and dance to rally support, Jumwa has now walked away from UDA, claiming she has been sidelined while others enjoy the rewards.
From today, Aisha Jumwa Karisa Katana is no longer a member of the United Democratic Alliance, UDA.
Within hours of that announcement, James Orengo, the Siaya governor, was at her doorstep. Officially, it was a courtesy visit. Unofficially, it is widely seen as a strategic political mission.
Si kila mtu enda kwa saizi yake. Sasa mimi dhambi niloifanya ni ipi?
The speed of Orengo's visit suggests Linda Mwananchi is determined to ensure Aisha Juma does not end up in another opposition political group. With Juma on board, the movement will gain a strong political voice at the coast and significantly improve its bargaining power in any future opposition coalition negotiations.
I came here to make a courtesy call. I couldn't wait any longer because I know Mheshimiwa Waziri has been Raila's daughter, very close to the heart of Raila Amolo Odinga. And in all the political work of Raila Amolo Odinga, when Aisha Juma was not there, Raila would not be happy.
Tumeongea maneno ambayo ni ya faida na mimi nimeweka katika akili yangu, katika moyo wangu. Bado na consult pia na wananchi wa Kilifi County and the coast. Lakini nataka niwaambie ya kwamba kule mbele kuzuri.
The urgency becomes even clearer when looking at the broader opposition landscape. Rigathi Gachagwa's DCP and Kalonzo Musyoka's Wiper already have a relatively strong foothold at the coast through Nyali MP Muhammad Ali. Were Aisha Juma to join DCP, the party's influence in the region will have grown even stronger, potentially shifting the balance of power within the opposition. That is why Linda Mwananchi could not afford to sit back. It has happened before. Murang'a Governor Irungu Kang'ata was at one point widely seen as heading to Linda Mwananchi. Instead, he eventually landed in DCP, a major political win for Gachagwa's camp and a missed opportunity for Linda Mwananchi. Should Jumwa eventually join Linda Mwananchi, it will significantly strengthen the movement's presence at the coast and hand it greater influence in shaping the opposition's future. It would also force two long-time political rivals, Aisha Juma and Edwin Sifuna, to work under the same political roof.
Hatuwezi heshimu wa mijikenda.
As the old saying goes, in politics, there are no permanent friends and no permanent enemies, only permanent interests. This could well be another example. Julius Juma, NTV.